All right, YouTube, what's going on? We got another Benchmade video for you. This is the bug out, but it's a new bug out. It's the 535 BK-2 Carbon Fiber Elite. So this is the new blue class bug out. I don't know if all the blue class, I think they're all blue class actually. Same as the Osborne 940, but so this is different. How? Why are we doing another bug out video? We've covered the bug out quite a bit. I've got a different bug out with titanium scales. I've had the blue one. I've had the Ranger green one, which is where that blade came from. Right now, I'm just rocking this one with the titanium scales that I did some work on myself. Kind of gave it a Scotch-Brite warm finish. They came pretty scratched from secondary market, so I touched them up. So I thought it looked pretty cool. But what makes the bug out great is what? How lightweight it is. Right? That's why they created this knife, to be incredibly lightweight, but have a good size handle. You can easily get a full grip on that, and you have a full, a good size blade. Not a full size, but a good size blade. Bigger than this little Civivi here, just as an example. So, but what's different about these new bug outs, right? What's the change? Well, one of the people's big gripes and why people go out and have titanium scales and why they have G10 scales and aluminum scales and brass and copper and whatever you can friggin' think of, you can do a bug out. It's like the Glock and our AR-15 of the knife world, man. The bug out is like probably the most customizable knife out there. You got backspacers, you got all kinds of options. But why did Benchmade create this? Why was it such a hit? Because it's so lightweight. But when people they liked the lightweightness, but they didn't like the scales because you could easily push them together. They had tons of flex because there is no liners. Well, Benchmade decided to upgrade the handle with a new material that they call Carbon Fiber Elite. Now, to the naked eye, it looks like ivory. It's plastic. It doesn't look like carbon fiber in any way. That's weird that they call it Carbon Fiber Elite. Doesn't mean that there's not carbon fiber infused in this. I don't know particularly on that point, but it is stronger though. That was one thing. I saw Daddy-O EDC's video on this, and he said, look, you can't, you can push really hard and you're not going to get those scales together. I mean, I'd have to just absolutely bear down as hard as I could, and I might get them to touch. They're much, much, much more rigid than the original bug out, for sure. You still have the two standoffs that you have on the other bug out. Nothing's changed there. So you're not adding the rigidity there. It's really just the material of the scales. They're still very light. It's actually lighter than the original bug out by a little bit. Like not even a half an ounce, I don't think. I still think it's 1.8 ounces. But I think the original is 1.857 or something like that. So it's a little bit lighter even than the original. So the bug out is a great knife if you want something super, super lightweight. Like if you're wearing, I wear this. This is my gym knife, man. If I wear gym shorts, I go to the gym. This is what's clipped to my gym because it's my gym shorts. It's not going to weigh me down at all, but I still have a useful blade. It's it was created for backpackers and stuff where pounds are equal pain is kind of the saying, right? So they wanted something very lightweight. So this, they've just made it better. They've not only made it a little bit lighter, but they've made the handles more rigid. So props to Benchmade, because the bug out didn't really need to change anything because it was such a hugely selling knife. It's got to be their best selling knife. I don't know about ever, but probably not ever, but in the last 5 years probably, I would say. I don't know the statistics. I'm just talking off my head right now, but I would say this is probably their best selling knife, the bug out. And especially with all the customization you can do, they still have that nice thin grind on it. Let's see how it compares. My other bug out's been sharpened, which is going to change the thickness behind the edge somewhat. But these were under 20 thousandths originally. This one's coming in at 19 thousandths. I think my original one was 18, so even a little thinner. But pretty thin, so they're slicey blades. Yeah, see, this one is quite a bit thicker now behind the edge. Not really, it's 20 thousandths now. It's been sharpened a few times, so. But they're thin, slicey blades, so they've kept that profile of the knife. So really, I picked this up to check it out, to do a video on it, to see if it's worth it, see the difference. And I'm going to tell you right now, it is absolutely a better bug out than the original. The Carbon Fiber Elite handle is a definite upgrade, especially when it comes to the rigidity of the handle. Other than that, it's pretty much the same knife. This one's all blacked out, which is cool. So I don't know if they're going to just make this one black or if they're going to continue to use this handle material. They are releasing the mini bug out soon. I don't remember them saying anything about the carbon fiber elite, so kind of interesting. Benchmade's kind of all over the place when they put out knives, man. I don't know what their strategy is, because it's kind of strange that they would bring this out in the carbon fiber elite. And I could be wrong. Maybe the new bug outs are in that handle material, but I thought there weren't. I thought they were just Ivory. I don't know. Or whatever material it is, they call it. There's so many options. This one's cool. It's all blacked out. So if you don't have a bug out, or if you sold your bug out because of you wanted it to be really, really lightweight, so you didn't want to invest money in G10 scales or titanium scales or micarta or whatever other million options there is. You just wanted it to be light, but you didn't want that flex. Here you go. This is your best option. The carbon fiber elite bug out is definitely an upgrade from the original, with that more rigid handle, and you got that super, super lightweight knife. That's really the appeal of this one. To me, there was more appeal. That's why I've customized this one many, many times. It's worn. This is the second set of titanium scales. It's had micarta, G10. I think that's it. Nothing else. And I don't think I went the aluminum route, and I never went the brass or copper route, because that just make it heavy. That just seems silly to me. But I do like this knife a lot. It's slicey. It's a perfect size. Even the titanium scales, this is still under 3 ounces. I think it's 2.7, 2.8. So it adds about an ounce to do titanium. But if you want something very light, you know, and that you just want to keep it the way it is, then I'd go with the carbon fiber elite over any other bug out by far, because of that. You get that extra rigidity in the handle. It's a noticeable difference. Besides, even you see me squeezing it. I'm pushing. You can see how hard I'm pushing, and I can't really get those to touch. I probably could if I tried my hardest. The other ones, you could just basically pinch them with your fingers. And I sold my original bug out scale, so I couldn't do a comparison. But anyway, guys, let me know your thoughts on the bug out carbon fiber elite. I think it's worth the upgrade. If you didn't like the bug out, maybe you sold it because of the handles, I would definitely pick one of these up, because it's super lightweight. It's a great knife for ADC. It's a great knife, lightweight. You know, when you need a super lightweight knife, it's probably still the best option out there, in my opinion. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and see you next time.